Good morning, folks. Welcome back to B Mills Farm. It's a beautiful morning out here. It's a little frosty, but I'm pretty excited to start making videos again. I have a whole new energy about it. I appreciate all you guys' support and kind words on the last video. I'm not sure if I'm excited just because the ground is starting to freeze and it's a lot less muddy, but no matter what it is, I'm excited to get things done. So today's video is going to be in the barn. I have some plans to kind of restructure the barn, how the pigs move, where they move, and then still have room for the 3 calves. My goal is to, I have a setup in my mind and I'll show you, but my goal is to be able to feed and water the pigs without getting in with the pigs, because like I've complained about before, when you get in with them, they just run into you, get you all muddy and all that. And besides that, I have a pig scheduled for December 19th that I want to get him and one other separated out, so that I can really put the feed to them and get as much weight on them as possible. That's another thing I'm really excited about, is I think I have it so that I'll be sending, after the 19th, I'll be sending a pig once a month to the butcher for, I have 9 pigs that should line up so that I can have 1 cent a month, and that'll all be put into cuts unless somebody really wants a whole hog or something. But primarily I want to do them into cuts because there's a little more money in it. And you know, for anyone that thinks that that's greedy or whatever, you know, you're really not making much money still, but it is more money than selling by the whole or half. And I'm gonna put a lot of the meat into sausage links, obviously bacon, ham, kind of the more valuable stuff. Like bulk sausage is good, but I think linked sausage sells a lot better. And the place I'm using, they have mild, sweet, hot, and zesty. I'm not really sure what the zesty is, but I'll be curious to try some. So I think those are value added a little more than just bulk sausage. I know personally for me, I'd rather buy links than bulk. And I think a lot of people are that way. So hopefully if I put it all into that, not all, but most of it, and the big cuts, then I'll be able to move it pretty quickly. And I have enough leeway. I'll have, after the 19th, I'll have 2 that could go. So if my first one sells out really quick, I can send 2 instead of 1. So depending on how fast it moves, I can, you know, move my numbers. But luckily the pigs are close enough in weight that I can either add 1 or take 1 away or whatever. So into the barn. Oh, and some really exciting news. Pal and Maple, my IPP boar and my oldest IPP gilt, they've been getting real romantic the last week. I just saw yesterday the deed actually happening, but when I went and checked her backside, her hairs wore off her backside, so they've been getting after it. Tripod's being licked right now. So hopefully, if this week, hopefully she's bred this week. Again, they've been doing it, so if she's been bred this week, hopefully like the 2nd week of March-ish, I should have piglets. So that's another reason I want to get this divided back up, kind of like I had it in the early days, but much better. So that when she does have a litter, I can separate her out and, you know, have a nice cozy area for her. So my idea in here is that I'm gonna add 6 foot to this wall here. So it'll come out to about here. And I'll have an alleyway that I can fit a wheelbarrow in. And these will be three separate stalls, again, kind of like they were, but I'll have an alleyway to walk into here, and I'll never actually have to get in with the pigs, and I can just feed them and water them over the wall. It'll be here, and I'll have, each stall will have a door. So like, if the pigs come in here, I can have this door blocking the alleyway so that it forces them into here, close it, and then, you know, so on and so forth down the line. So the doors will act as barriers in the aisleway so I can help separate them where they need to go. Sorry, my fence charger's clicking, but what I want to have, kind of why I want to have it in stages, and then this area will be left for these guys out here. Once the ground's actually froze, I'll let them out into one of the paddocks and they can come and go as they please. But I want to wait till the ground's nice and froze so that they're not just making a muddy mess. But anyways, the reason why I want to kind of have it in stages and be able to block them and sort them sort of easily, hopefully easily, because like I said, I have 9 pigs together now, and I need to get 2 of them separated out. So if I can have each section blocked off, and I can get, you know, maybe when I separate the 2 out, I'll get 3 or 4 in this one, then I have another chance to get them back down to 2 or 1, and then hopefully be able to load them up. So I'll have multiple chances to separate out the ones that I want separated. And then out of here, there's my old truck. Had to sell it for the farm. And then out of here, when it's time to load, they'll be leaving through this gate. So out of the last stall, through this gate. So this gate will open up this way, and I'll build a wall, a solid wall, along these 3 posts. This will all be solid. And then I'll have another gate. I'll have another gate on that end so that this will be my loading area for cows and pigs and whatever else I have. And then on this side is where I will be bringing the trailer into. Got a lot of junk to get out of the way. But this side, that's where I'll back the trailer into. And then this will all be a wall, a gate here, that this gate opens up and meets to, so that when it's time to load, the animals will be stuck in that area. And I'll just feed them on the trailer. If they want to eat, they will have to get on the trailer. And I'll probably do that like a week or so ahead of time. So that's the plan. Let's get after it. So once I get all those posts over there are for the extension of this building. And once that's done, which will probably be next summer sometime, but that'll be the cow side, and this whole thing will be the pig side. So I am okay with setting it up for pigs because that's what it'll be in the end. Unfortunately, I don't have the budget, and it's not a good time of year anyway to put concrete in, but eventually I would like to have each one of these stalls concrete floors, and even out here, so that like when the pigs are in here all winter long, I can easily clean each stall out, hose it down, and then in the summer, hopefully next summer, they'll be out in the woods, and then you can just hose this place down nice and get it clean, and let it rest for a while so there's no germs. You know, it's funny. My contractor's excuse for not starting on the garage is that his auger attached to a skid steer couldn't drill a hole in wet dirt. Never heard of such a thing. It might be, it's kind of cold to be putting concrete in anything. It says don't go below 40 degrees. Today it's supposed to hit 40. We'll have a couple more 40-degree days, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm no expert, and a lot of people make like little jigs with 2x4s, legs coming off to keep them straight. But if you just pour a little bit in, it'll firm it up enough that you can get it level, and then just dump the rest in. Cows are chewing on the tripod, so if it falls over or just moves around a lot, it's their fault. You can see what I'm doing, just stacking 2x4s, putting a 2-inch space in between. Yeah, we'll just build it up. Probably 2 or 3 more boards, and that should be plenty. All right, so for most of this project, I'm just trying to use lumber that's just laying around, or I've used it for something and changed my mind on it. So this basically is all just scrap lumber. That's 38 inches tall. I think that's tall enough. I don't think I'll have to put a cross brace or anything diagonal on the other side, but time will tell if they push on it too hard. The IPPs I don't see being a problem, but until I get all these Berks out of here, they are very rough on stuff. So, but that's super solid, should be plenty. Now we got to get the pigs out of this side and locked outside so that I can go from this corner over to here, and then this will just be a wall here with a door at this end that I can let them in and out of. Let's get them locked out. All right, the pigs are locked out, as you can see, and they're not too happy about it, but I need them out to get this done. That'll warm you up. Okay, the new post is in and done. Now I got to build a wall from that post to this post with a door at the end. So my door here is going to be, I'm going to do a 3-foot door, mainly because my scrap pieces are a little over 3 foot long. So I'll be able to make the door out of the scraps. So I'm going to put another 4x4 here, 3 foot off, and that will be where the door hinges. Whew. Holes dug. For anyone wondering, for bedding, if they want to use straw or hay or wood chips, I would say never use hay or straw. It is an absolute nightmare. It just makes like a big mat, and it all gets weaved together. So when you try to shovel it out, it's like trying to shovel a carpet that weighs a ton. And when you're digging a hole and there's hay and straw on the ground, it just twists up and loads up your auger. So my advice would be wood chips. That's all I'm doing from now on. All right, so if you remember way back when, this was set up like this for pigs. I had 3 stalls, but the problem is the stalls went all the way to the wall. So in order for me to get in, I had to go through 1 gate, 2 gates, and the whole time I was just climbing over this wall. So now I'll be able to come in and have a walking lane, so I never have to open a gate. Never have to be in with the pigs. Just water and feed from the outside. And that will make me like, first of all, it'll make me like pigs a heck of a lot more. And 2, It'll just make my life way easier. I could probably get pig chores done in, 20 minutes. So I think this will be a good setup. All right, so you can get a better visual of what's going on here. That's where the door will be. This will be the alley where I can feed and clean the stalls from. And so I'll be making this same stall over here, here obviously, and then here. So I'll have 3 stalls that I can mix and match the pigs however I want them, for breeding, for finishing, for loading on the trailer. Yeah, and then for the time being, unfortunately, the cows will have, like I said, I'll let them out into the field, but they will have out there as the shelter. And I'll probably put a tarp on, I don't know, I'll probably put a tarp up so that the wind doesn't blow through, so they can stay warm. So this isn't very level. Someday I'll shovel all this out and get it level and put in concrete, but for the time being, it is what it is. So every measurement is a little bit different because it kind of slopes downhill. But it is what it is. It'll work perfectly fine. All right, it's coming together pretty nicely. There it is. I just got to build the door, and this stall will basically be done besides putting the water and feeder in. But I'm super excited. This kind of feels like the old videos I used to do, and I'm in a better mood lately. So we'll keep rocking and rolling. How do you guys feel about all this? All right, I had to get that block back off so that the crybabies could come back in, so that I could make a video without them just squealing the whole time. All right, now to build the door. Okay, the door is built. Now I just gotta hang it. I'll probably put a cross brace on the door. Maybe, maybe not. Probably will. Would you look at that? All right, pig pen number 1 done. Just gotta do the same thing a couple more times and we'll be in good shape. But I'm really happy with how it came out. Really, really happy with how it came out. So as you can see, this is the alleyway where I don't have to get in with the pigs. I can if I want to, but for the most part, I'll have the feeders and waters on the close to this wall so that I can just do everything from out here. Super excited about that. All right, well, today's video was pretty long, probably, but I'm feeling good, and it kind of feels like the old videos I used to do. So I'm really excited. Moving forward, hopefully things are going to be a little thrown off with Thanksgiving. So I probably won't be able to get the other two done this week, but as you can see, I started and finished this today. So a couple more days and I'll have everything pretty much done. So yeah, hope y'all like the video. If you want to, go get one of these fancy shirts, go to bmillsfarm.com. If not, no worries. I appreciate all the support, all the kind words from the last video. Yeah, if you would keep liking, subscribing, sharing with friends, commenting. Also, if you would go over to the Keep Farmin' podcast YouTube channel. I have some people lined up to do the podcast. Again, with Thanksgiving, I'm not sure exactly when, but stay tuned because I have some actual people to interview, and I think it'll be good. So that'll do it for today. Until next time, keep farming. We'll see you later.